it's me, Louise, again, and today I'm gonna just sort of work a little differently. I know some of you sort of have read some of my Substacks. Sometimes you've been on my TikTok, on Instagram, whatever, and you might have seen a few of my sort of different giftings that I've used. And yeah, so I'm outside today. It's a really beautiful day. My backyard, look at it, is just, I'll give you a little bit of a, that's my dog, that's Jimmy. My backyard, my fruit trees, banana trees, etc. down there. But yeah, so today I'm gonna just pick a few cards, and I'll pick some cards and I'm gonna pause and let you dwell on them, and then we'll sort of like, you choose a particular one that resonates with you most, and I'll sort of interpret each card and take that interpretation of what you sort of feel. I'm going to tap into the energy with that. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about it. So put your comments in, leave a comment on what you felt spoke to you and what didn't speak to you maybe. I'm completely open, but I'm just going to share a little story about these cards. I bought these cards and was working with them, and I have a dog that is very interested, very interested in what I do. And she's also quite sensitive to energy. And now Grace, not the dog that you had just now, Gracie was the one that sort of did this. She picked up my pack of cards and she carried them around in her mouth for a wee while, wouldn't let them go. And I know better than to try and yank something out of a dog's mouth, so I just waited for her to finish. And she dropped the pack and she was nudging through the things, and she just picked one card. Or she picked two cards really, but the one that she had in her mouth that she gave me was this card. Let me go, here we go. It's the dog, okay, which is basically speaks of loyalty, love, etc. And this is the other one that she had, which she tore, and that's the Tower, which is there's a lot of stuff that's in there as well. But it was actually quite funny because she was a rescue dog. And basically the Tower is been locked up, things being trapped inside, and yet around you things are growing and expanding. You know, because if you look at with the Tower card, I'll just try and get it a little bit closer to the screen. You've got the Tower, which is right in the middle, and then all around it at the back and in the front you've got new growth. You've got buildings coming up, modern sort of stuff. And so, in a way I was like I think she was trying to show me that she was loyal to us, she loved us. And it looks like that my screen's darkening here, so I might have to go into the shade a little bit so that I can see you and you can see me. So it's just basically I thought it was really unique that she would do that. I just thought that would be a little bit of a fun factor as well. All right, so here we go. All right, so I am on a large property. I do work quite a lot on machinery, and I drive tractors and keeping the grass down and all the rest of it. So I just took a bit of a break today because I wanted to connect with you and blah, 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 blah. And I'm waffling a little bit, but let's get on to this. So here we go. Pack cards, and they're called mirror cards, so I'm just going to shuffle them, and if they fall out, they fall out. If they don't, I'll just choose. Okay, so that's one. That's another one. If they don't go in, I just take it that they're supposed to go in. And let's choose one more. Come on, one more. What's one more going to come in? But okay, we've got two. Okay, I'll take those two. All right, so we've got a total of 4 cards. All right. Oh, well, how about that? So there you go. First card that popped out was the dog. Second card that popped out was the lily. Let's put that in order there. Third and fourth card that popped out was stars, and then the tree, okay, with the infinity sign through it. So Again, I'm just going to hold them up. I'm going to ask you to just think about it, feel into it. Which one resonates with you the most? Sorry if I'm moving a bit. Okay. So I'm going to work from the last card to the first card. Stars. So where are stars? Stars are in the cosmos. They are a luminary. They symbolize in many ways brightness, something that is happening, like gold star. You're a star in the heavens. You're a star. It's a symbology and a symbol of goodness, of greatness, of achievement. And what I'm getting is that there are some of you out there that have been struggling with something for a while. You haven't actually known how to complete it. You haven't known how to bring it to completion. And you're working on a project, you're working on something, and it is just, it's kind of like, when is this going to finish? And I'm getting that it is time. It's time to put this to bed, and it's time to bring it to the fulfillment. It's time to allow it to be in the achievement of what it is. And the star is not so much of greatness of, oh wow, yes, I've got 10 stars. It's a gold star for me. It's the inner sense of knowing that it's done, that it's illuminating for you that you have achieved this, that this is something that you are putting a star next to, a full stop next to. This is your achievement. It doesn't belong to anybody else. It doesn't belong to your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your wife, your husband, whatever. This is your achievement. It's something that you've been working on. So own it. Be in that state of like, yes, this is mine, and be proud of it. Give yourself a gold star. Give yourself that achievement, that openness. Okay. Also, don't forget that stars are in the cosmos, which means that they're widespread. They're out there for everyone to see. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be known. You are beautiful. You are beautiful in your own right. You don't have to fit the societal beauty regimens, okay? You are beautiful. You are absolutely fantastic in your own right, in your own energy. So welcome that, own it, and live it. Be who you are, all right? Bring this part of this that you've been working on, bring it to completion. And it could just simply be a self-belief. It could be something that you've been quietly working on in the background, but it's time to bring it to completion, put it to bed, release it into the cosmos, and let it be, let it shine, and let it shine in your way, in the way that fits you, okay? So let's move on to the tree. Now the tree is always symbolic of being rooted and grounded, the tree of life, grounded in Gaia, expanding up to the universe. And what I see with this is it's got the infinity symbol or the hour clock, but I look at this as the infinity, showing the upside down as well. It's like so above, so below, because when you look at a tree, and there's couple of trees on our property that you can sort of see, the root system and the branch systems are very similar when you actually look at them. The roots go down, 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 seeking water, seeking nourishment. They also bring in the grounding. Sorry about my dogs. They also bring in the grounding, the anchoring, that security. Okay, and the branches go up and they spread out just as wide, if not wider, than the root system, and they also draw nourishment from the air, okay? But they also give nourishment, they give resting place, they give coverage to a multitude of other beings, birds, insects, etc., etc., and ourselves. And we go out into nature and we sit in the under a tree for shade, etc., and coolness and comfort. And so, when we look at the tree, when I look at the tree, and I tune into what's going on for some of you out there, what I'm feeling is that your journey, the way you're at the moment, that you need a time of rest. You need a time to be in a place of connection. And it's so above, so below. So allow yourself to see that there things are going through, things are coming in, and it may seem a little bit higgledy-piggledy. It may seem a little bit upside down. That's okay for the moment. That's really, really okay, because what's beginning to happen is things are being revealed to you. Now you need to look at them. You need to be able to take them on board. You need to be anchored, grounded in your energy, grounded in what you know is your truth, so that when things are flying at you, you can take a hold of them and you can put them and you can observe them. You can look at them and go, okay, this is what this is telling me. This is what this is telling me. Is it my truth? Is it something I need to just maybe hang on a branch and let it sit there for a while, let it mature? Okay, because sometimes things fly at us and we believe they're for us, so we hold on to them, but they're not. Okay, so put them on a branch and let them, if they fly off, they fly off. If they stay, they stay. So what you need to do is identify for yourself, is this the fruit that you have been manufacturing, producing, creating in your life? If it is, own it and see what's going to work with it. Okay, because a tree is also, it's life. Okay, the tree is life. Where is the life in your body? Where is the life in your energy? What life are you giving out? What life are you expressing? What life are you putting out for others to absorb? All right, because remember, we are in a world where we are interacting, and when we speak life to others, they receive life. When we speak life over ourselves, our bodies respond to that. When we speak negative and death, then our bodies actually respond to that as well, and so do other people. So remember, the tree is life. It's absorbing life. It's bringing life into the centralmost part of itself, so it can grow. It can be strong. It's drawing from the universe. It's drawing from around it, as well as from the soil. It's grounded. It's solid. It's dependable. It's there. All right. So allow yourself to be the tree. Maybe there are other people there looking for dependability at the moment, for stability, and you might be that person that brings the stability into their lives. It doesn't mean you have to be there all the time. It just means that for this moment, you are showing them the stability is real. That stability is something that they can believe in, and that they can learn how to access for themselves. Teach them to be stable in their own lives. Okay, so be a teacher and be the observer. Observe what is for you and observe what is not for you. Let go what's not, and and hold on to, or keep a hold of, what is yours. Okay, now the lily. Lily is a beautiful flower. It also is traditionally in our world, we people use lilies as a peace offering, like a peace lily, or it's presented in the bouquets for when somebody is passed over. So it is symbolic of two things. It's peace, the peace lily, bringing peace, or a symbol of peace. And yet at the same time, it is also a symbol of sorrow, of one who has moved on. So what I'm getting here at the moment is this particular image isn't particularly dismal. In other words, it doesn't look like it is presenting in a funeral sort of thing, or in a place of sadness. In fact, what I'm seeing is like there's a lot of it's like sunset and sort of warm colors coming in here. It looks like it's nighttime. There's a lamp there, etc. And then you've got this beautiful white peace lily. Okay, so, and that's what I'm sensing at the moment, for that there's somebody out there that really needs to know that peace is coming. You have been in a bit of a turmoil. I feel like there's been a lot of angst in your life, that people and situations have been coming on at you, and you've just been desperate for some peace. You've been desperate for a break. You're saying, God, if something doesn't break soon, I'm going to break. I want you to know that you are a unique being, that you are absolutely, it looks like I've got a spider that's connecting to me. But what I want you to know is you are unique, and you are in a perfect place at the moment. And I want you to take note that, sorry, I just don't want to kill the spider, but there we go. That you are in a place where peace is coming to you. Peace is on its way. You just have to just hold on for a little bit longer. And I want you to start saying to yourself, I am peace. I am peace. Now, you may not feel it. You may feel full of turmoil. You may feel full of angst and maybe anger and pain. And there might be all of this stuff going on. But I want you to start speaking over yourself. I am peace. I allow peace. I am peace. I allow peace. And I want you, every time you start feeling angry or angst or hurt or just that pressure, I want you to just go to the bathroom, close the door somewhere and just go, and just tell yourself again, I am peace. I am peace. I allow peace. I am peace. But I don't want you to just say the words. I want you to actually hear the words. I am peace. I allow peace. And become the peace. And when you feel calmer, walk back out into the situation, walk back out into the room. That break will be a twofold thing. One, it gives everybody else in that situation or yourself a breathing space. And then you can, when you go back in, if you need to restart a conversation or something, you're coming back from a calmer perspective, a different place of being. All right. So peace is something that I feel is something that for some, especially for a couple of people out there, that is something that is very prevalent for you at this moment. You need to know that peace is there for you. You're not alone in this. Peace is not something that is untouchable. It is deep within you. You just have to allow it to come out. You are the creator of the peace in your life. Okay, so you need to actually start activating that peace by speaking it out, by allowing it to be in you. And remember, just like a lily, it is sort of like the bulb is sort of like this, and then it opens a little bit at a time until it becomes really beautifully open, and that aroma and the beautiful perfume sort of comes out. So let yourself open up. Let yourself be the bringer of peace. Okay, so I hope that helps somebody. And then again, we're going to go back to the dog. And it's funny how I started with this, with the story of our dog who was a rescue dog, and how she chose this and the tower. But the dog again is symbolic of trust, of stability, of loyalty, of dependability again. And that when you might be in a situation, I think that there's a few people out there that I'm getting that are in situations where their loyalty is being questioned, and they're questioning the loyalty and the friendship and the reliability of others. It's things have happened and you're going, what happened? This wasn't supposed to happen. Where's the loyalty gone? Where's the friendship gone? Where's the love gone? Now remember, it's a two-way thing. Okay, look at yourself. Where's your love? Where's your loyalty? Where's your deep regard for what is going on for yourself and the other person, the other individual or individuals? Don't question them about their loyalty. Question yourself, because you need to be loyal to who you are first, because you might find yourself in a situation that the loyal part of you, let's just call it the dog in you, is going, I don't trust them anymore. But your mind, the logic of you is going, but I need to trust them because I've always trusted them. But that part of you, that innate intuition inside of you is going, there's something not right anymore. Something's off in the energy. So you need to listen to that part of you, and you need to find out if the loyalty, if that dependability is meant to stay, or if it's time to uplift it and move it to another area, another group, another or even just be loyal to yourself in what you are learning, what you are taking on for yourself. So remember that, yes, because relationships come, there's a saying that I really love. It's like sometimes we come together for a time, for a season, and sometimes forever. So sometimes it's just like this. Okay, two individuals, they come together, they connect, blah, 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 deep resonance happens, and then they go. And then there's another time where individuals come together and there's a deeper connection, and it's there for a bit longer, and then there's a separation. But in that separation, yes, well, whilst there is maybe a little bit of pain, there's also healing, because in the coming together there's been a learning, there's been lots that's happened before that separation. And then there's the times where individuals have come together and it's been a permanent coming together, whether that is in a relationship or as an husband, wife, husband. It's been an intimate relationship, or just even partners. And Then there is the times where it's just a deep, deep friendship. It's just that, but that relationship has come and it has remained steadfast. There's been no separation. So we need to look at where we're at in those relationships, and is our intuition telling us? What is our gut directing us with? Okay. So when we see the dog, and if we resonated with the dog, we have to ask ourselves, what is it trying to communicate to us? Do we need to be more loyal? Do we need to activate and to actually start to trust the way we said we were going to trust, instead of just expecting the other person to trust us? Do we need to show that activation of trust and loyalty? Do we need to reassess where we're at? So what is our intuition telling us? Remember, dogs are very intuitive. They always say, if a dog doesn't like somebody, find out why. Because dogs and babies are very, very intuitive. What is it about? What are they picking up that we're not picking up because we've maybe been a bit dulled by society, dulled by our circumstances? So I ask you to please, if you identified with a dog and you're going through moments of doubt, questioning, you're not quite sure what's going on, just take a deep breath and just go into that very quiet part of yourself. Go into your gut, go into yourself, and ask yourself, why? What's going on for me? And it may surprise you. And a rule of thumb for me is I always go with the first instinctive response. I don't have to, if I'm thinking about the answer and creating an answer, it's not the answer. When I go into myself, when I go into my very deep personal space, and I ask myself the question why or what or how relating to something, it's the first response that I get. That's what I listen to, and that's what I allow to guide me. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Drop me a comment and tell me how you felt it. And again, if I can help you personally on your journey, again, please let me know. Lovely to meet with you, lovely to connect with you, and I'll speak to you soon.